I bought a $4,000 RTX 5090 gaming laptop and compared it to the cheapest budget gaming laptop to see if you guys should stick with a budget gaming laptop or get the best gaming laptop. Okay, so first starting off, we have the RTX 5090 gaming laptop, which obviously will cost a lot more compared to the budget gaming laptop. Since this thing literally has the most powerful graphics card a laptop can have, obviously is gonna make this laptop really powerful, but we're gonna go ahead and see if this laptop is any good for the price to performance, or if a budget gaming laptop is better than this laptop price to performance wise, since this crazy gaming laptop does cost $3,500. That's like the same cost as like a NASA gaming PC, but you guys can take a look at the packaging of this laptop. It does obviously give off really premium vibes to it. The laptop is coming from a company called Thunder Robot, and honestly, a lot of you guys probably never heard of this company, but this is kind of like the cheapest RTX 5090 gaming laptop on the market, since RTX 5090 gaming laptops cost close to $4,000. But yeah, right out of the box, you guys can definitely tell that this is definitely a $3,500 laptop. I mean, the entire build of this laptop just looks really premium. You guys can see we have like these huge fans on the bottom of this laptop, so the cooling inside of this laptop is definitely going to be top tier as well. And overall, this entire laptop just has some really cool designs to it. We have like these back edge things for this laptop as well. And then over here, we have the laptop's logo. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see if it's worth it to spend almost $4,000 on a gaming laptop, or just go ahead and stick with a budget gaming laptop. And I mean, you guys can take a look at this laptop. This thing is just massive. It has an insane 18-inch display that is a 2.5K resolution. And not to mention, it also has a 240 hertz refresh rate screen. So I mean, playing on this laptop is almost gonna feel like playing on your main gaming PC. This thing is just gonna give off an insane gaming experience. And the weight of this laptop is also really heavy. Like I said, this thing is just packing some insane specs inside. If we're not able to run a consistent 240 FPS for the refresh rate, I don't even know, because this laptop is just super powerful. You guys take a look at the specs inside of this laptop. This laptop has a crazy graphics card of the RTX 5090, literally the most powerful RTX 50 series graphics card, and we literally have it inside of this crazy gaming laptop. And then for the CPU, we have an Intel Core Ultra 9 CPU, literally a powerful Intel CPU to pair with this graphics card. So obviously this laptop is going to be better than the budget gaming laptop, but like I said, we're going to take a look at the price to performance ratio and see if it's really worth it to spend almost $4,000 for this laptop. But if we go ahead and actually turn on this laptop though, you guys can actually take a look at the RGB coming from this keyboard. You guys can see we have a really nice RGB glow from this keyboard, as well as having like the logo power button turn on, also lighting up, which is really cool. Okay, so next up we do have the budget gaming laptop, which is definitely a lot cheaper compared to the RTX 5090 gaming laptop. This budget gaming laptop right here is also by Acer, and this is the Acer Nitro 16 gaming laptop. And unlike the RTX 5090 gaming laptop, and unlike the RTX 5090 laptop, this budget gaming laptop only costs $600. So this laptop is literally like $3,000 less compared to the RTX 5090 laptop. But we're gonna go ahead and see if there's a huge difference in the performance from the specs inside of this laptop. But also we're gonna go ahead and take a look at like the build quality and all the features coming from this budget gaming laptop. Since this is only a $600 laptop, there definitely are some huge differences in this laptop compared to the RTX 5090 one. And honestly, if this budget gaming laptop could literally be like 1/3 as good as like the 5090 laptop, I honestly think this budget gaming laptop will be better for the price of performance. But yeah, not only is this budget gaming laptop a lot cheaper, it's also coming from a much more known gaming company. And I actually heard this brand new Acer Nitro gaming laptop has definitely much better and improved cooling. So maybe because this is a budget gaming laptop and isn't as powerful as the RTX 5090 laptop, it won't overheat as much since it won't draw as much power. But yeah, first thing you guys will notice with this budget gaming laptop is the screen's refresh rate. The budget gaming laptop has a 180 hertz refresh rate screen that only has a 1080p resolution. So right off the bat, the refresh rate is much lower compared to the RTX 5090 laptop, and also doesn't have a as good display. And taking a look at like the overall build with this budget laptop, it's obviously not as heavy as the RTX 5090 laptop. The entire build build is also not as premium. But what I do really like is the Acer Nitro logo on the top right there. It is kind of like reflective, so it's definitely pretty nice. But if we go ahead and actually take a look at the specs of this budget gaming laptop though, the specs inside of this gaming laptop, we do have an RTX 5050 GPU inside of this laptop. So we do have literally the cheapest RTX 50 series graphics card inside this laptop, while obviously the other laptop has an RTX 5090. And for the CPU, we have an AMD Ryzen 5 240 CPU. Nothing too crazy, just fits well with this RTX 5050. Now, since the laptop does have a 180 Hz refresh rate screen, honestly, if we're able to run a consistent 180 FPS, that should be good enough for a $600 gaming laptop. Also, taking a look at like the RGB of this laptop, we don't have the rainbow RGB backlit like the RTX 5090 laptop. It's just stable at like this orange, but it's still honestly not that bad for a $600 budget gaming laptop though. Okay, so now I have the RTX 5090 gaming laptop loaded up with Fortnite. And right off the bat, something I do notice with this gaming laptop is that the fans on this laptop are definitely pretty loud. You guys could probably already hear it without my mic even being near it. But yeah, for $3,500, the max FPS we can actually get, the laptop is definitely running a really consistent 580 to 600 max FPS right now. Definitely really consistent above 550-ish FPS. So yeah, the laptop could push about a 700 max FPS. Honestly, pretty expected for a $3,500 gaming laptop. Once I go ahead and start building, we're still running about like 450 to 500 FPS. I mean, the game is very, very smooth, I can't lie. Obviously, since the display is just super, super nice, the colors are so vibrant. The 240 Hz refresh rate is really, really smooth as well. Everything about it is just super good. Okay, now taking a look at the max FPS we're still getting in an actual game. You guys can see with this RTX 5090 gaming laptop, we're getting about 400 FPS in an actual game. And then if we go ahead and go in 1920 by 1200, the max FPS we're getting is about 450 FPS. Honestly, I was expecting this laptop to run a more consistent 500 FPS in an actual game. Honestly, 400 FPS is just about right, since I did spend close to $4,000 on this laptop. Now, this is like the most complete gaming laptop that you can buy, so there should be no problems with this laptop at all. What is going on here, bro? What is going on here? Okay. 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 Still running a very consistent 350 FPS right now. The game overall just running very, very smoothly. I gotta find people to like key or something to really test this thing out. I mean, just because of how powerful this laptop is. 23. Full box. Oh my. Oh my. Bro, this guy got absolutely pieced down, bro. Here's one right here. 31. Crack. 200. Okay, the game is like very, very smooth right now. We're running a pretty consistent like 400 FPS right now. So obviously the laptop is putting in its work with the RTX 5090. 85. Let's get up, bro. Okay, he's running away. Bro, literally everyone just runs away. 200. Okay, getting into a fight though, this thing dropped down to about like 260 FPS. So I'm not sure what's going on with this laptop, but the frames are dropping just a little bit. There's 175, and this guy somehow phased in, bro. Oh, this guy's gotta go. This guy gotta go. There we go. Bro, this guy's pushing me with a freaking SMG. Where's this guy? There's no way. Bro, I need a shotgun. Not looking too good with this RTX 5090 laptop right now. I'm just getting absolutely pieced up. Oh my God. What the? 70 FPS? What is, am I tripping? I'm actually tripping. Why am I running 60 FPS? Why am I running 60 FPS? Okay, the laptop went back to about like 200-ish FPS, but I'm not sure what just happened with this RTX 5090 laptop. Must have been something with like the charger, something just happened, bro. No way. There we go. Oh my, bro. No, my loot. There we go. Free kills, bro. Free kills. I'll take those. Free height. There we go. There's no way I didn't hit water. There's no way I didn't hit water. There's no way I didn't hit water. I swear to God, I saw blue. I swear to, oh my. Okay, so if you guys take a look at the max FPS this budget gaming laptop could actually get, for the price of $600, the FPS is definitely really good. Right now, we're running a really consistent 320 max FPS, with it being very consistent above 280 FPS. Now, what I do notice with this laptop is that there is also fan noise. It's just not as loud as the other laptop. But yeah, as I start building right now, the laptop is still running a consistent 280 FPS. This thing definitely runs really consistent above its refresh rate, which for a $600 laptop is definitely really good. Obviously, we're not getting as much FPS as we got with the RTX 5090 laptop, but for 600 bucks, the laptop FPS is definitely really good for its price. So honestly, the price of performance is a lot better than the RTX 5090 laptop. And now if we take a look at the max FPS we get with this budget gaming laptop, you guys can see we're still running a pretty consistent 190 to 200 FPS. So yeah, honestly, the FPS we get in an actual game with this budget gaming laptop isn't too far from what we got with the RTX 5090 laptop. The RTX 5090 laptop, we got about like 300 FPS in an actual game, while this budget gaming laptop, we're getting about like 220 FPS. Okay, now that we actually fully landed in and everything though, we're running about like 180 FPS. So we're running at about the FPS we need for the refresh rate. 200. 80, and he's boxed. 200. There's no way. Oh my God, bro. This guy would not die. Okay, we're still running a pretty consistent 190 FPS. For the most part, we don't really get too many frame drops with this budget laptop. 200. We're running at about like half the FPS we got with the RTX 5090 laptop. So if you guys want to save like $3,000, just get half the FPS. I honestly don't think that's a bad idea. Oh my God. One shot. There we go. Like, gaming laptops to a certain point just start getting like really expensive and overpriced. That guy is one. There we go. The laptop definitely runs a really consistent 190 FPS. So I don't think we need to worry about it not running at its refresh rate. Oh my, what is going on? There's no way. There's no way I just missed. All right, we're still running a pretty consistent 210 FPS now. So there's really no huge problems with the laptop's FPS. Oh my, okay, there we go. Oh my, 90? Bro, what is going on? I think price to performance wise, this laptop is a no-brainer. You guys don't want to spend another $3,000, obvious. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. But yeah, you guys definitely do not want to spend another $3,000 just to get an RTX 5090, just to maybe like double your FPS. Because this laptop, you're going to be running at its refresh rate, so it's already going to be really smooth. Let's go, bro. GG's.